Well, hello, Internet Magazine.
Hello, Sir Lufton. Do you know why we are here today?
You're gonna ask some questions, right?
57 of them.
Right, well, let's begin. Shall I show you around?
Let's start the interview first. How did you start your day?
Well, I went out and I played tumbleball out in the fields with my mates.
Oh, what's tumbleball?
It's sort of like croquet, but better. More exclusive.
Where did you grow up?
In Tembimia, a small town on the English Channel.
Oh, interesting. What do you miss most about England?
I'd have to say the cuisine.
Of course. You're an actor, yes?
Mm-hmm.
What do you look for in a movie script?
Well, first, I look for the title, because I need to know what I'm auditioning for, and it's just on the first page, so that's what I look for first.
Yeah, I meant whatever. What's the best part of being on a movie set?
I'd have to say the cameras. They're just quite massive, and they're pretty cool.
You've worked with a lot of famous actors. What is one actor that you'd love to work with?
Probably Liam Neeson. He just seems like a really cool guy.
He does. What director do you really want to work with?
Michael Bay. His movies always seem to make a ton of money, and I'm kind of short on that right now.
If you could make a documentary on anything, what would it be?
I'd have to say my old boarding school in England, the front history of the ornate, opulent, and prosperous.
Could you sing their fight song?
I could, but I'm resting my vocal cords right now, I'm afraid.
Which of your roles is your favorite?
Probably Dr. Thorncaster in The Trial of the Evil Keepers. Have you seen it?
I can't say I have.
Well, it was early on in my career, and it's not very well known, especially here in the States. It's a funny story actually. I auditioned for it, but I wasn't really sure if I wanted the part. But the director, he really wanted me on board. But yeah, I just wasn't feeling it because it was just one of those stereotypical mustache twirling British villains. But yeah, the director, he wanted me on board, so he took me around set. He showed me my paycheck, and I just really came to love the project. I remember thinking to myself, you only live once. And I really want to jet ski. So this is the entry hall where we enter. Right, from this one.
I love your floors. What wood is it made out of?
It's actually made out of Entwood.
What's Entwood?
Like from the Lord of the Rings. They're quite rare and quite expensive, and we had to chop a lot of them down. But in the end, I think it was worth it.
Okay, your robe. It looks pretty soft.
Oh, this old thing. It's actually made out of tarantula hairs, hand-stitched. I got it while on holiday in Brazil. Want to feel?
Sure. Ooh, that's soft.
Yeah, right, okay. So, this room is very important to me. I actually decorated it myself. Okay. Without further ado. Voila! The Toblerone room. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
You must really love Toblerones.
Well, I've actually only had one. As soon as I took one bite out of it, I realised this chocolate is it's too much goodness for my life. I'm sort of unworthy of it. This caliber of chocolate, it's too profound for a life as mundane as my own. So after that, I realised I must worship the Toblerone, and maybe someday, in some other lifetime, I'll be able to enjoy a nice Toblerone. But until then, I have this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Hallelujah! 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 Alright, let's go this way.
What's down there?
Oh, we don't need to go down there.
We should really check out.
No, I think we're good. Come on,
let's see what's down.
No!
Are you a morning person or a night person?
Well, I think it depends on where I am, but I'd have to say morning person. There's just nothing quite like the smell of of boiled eggs in the morning.
So you like boiled eggs. What is your favorite meal to cook?
Well, I actually don't cook at all anymore. I have my own chef. So, this is the kitchen, or second bedroom as they say.
Do they say that?
Here's the stove. Works brilliantly, at least that's what I've heard. I've never actually used it.
Oh, who's this little guy?
Oh, this is my chef, Jacques LeJacque.
Jacques? Is he French?
No, he's from Omaha. Why would you think he's French?
So, Jacques LeJacque, can you walk us through making a meal?
Sure, Jacques, you wanna do your favorite meal? Look at him go. He's a madman. You need some help, Jacques? Okay, you got them both down in one go. Oh my gosh. What an absolute baller.
Man, he's quick with it.
He really do be quick with it though. Okay, you got the knife right there. So, lads, Jacques LeJacque, what are you making today? What meal are you making today, Jacques?
Looks to me like peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Is that true, Jacques LeJacque?
Well, I'd say it's more fancy than that. I'd say it's probably some homemade jelly on a whole wheat spread with some artisan peanut butter imported directly from Berlin. That's what I would call it. But I don't know. I'm not the chef here. He's the chef. Okay. Keep moving, bro. We gotta get this done. Come on. I gotta get this interview done. Come on, chef. Come on. I think he's a little camera shy. That's what I think. Come on, chef.
Yeah, a lot of
No, we don't need the jelly. Come on. I use that. Let's make the sandwich.
Maybe he is cooling the jelly.
That could be a possibility. I just wouldn't know. Oh, cooking can be a messy thing. Sometimes you get caught in the line of fire, especially when it comes to jelly. So I think that's what's happening here. Okay. Wow. Oh, I think he's taste testing the jelly at this point. Okay. Can we get some more spread in there? Come on. Let's get some spread.
It looks like you need to spread it more.
Yeah. Okay. So not many people know this, but this is actually a very unique technique. I think it originated in 18th century Mongolia, where they would spread out. I think they spread out intestine juice from the pig. At least I don't know. My brain's kind of on a blank right now, so I'm not really sure. Okay, so are we gonna finish the jelly part of it?
He seems to be taking his time.
As you know, some chefs do that. So I think time is one of the most essential ingredients in all food. Oh, lost the bread there for a second. Oh, we don't want that to tip over. Come on. Okay, I think I can get some better lighting in here. Let me turn on the lights. Okay. Alright, he's gradually spreading the jelly over the surface of the bread.
Yeah, his technique seems to be working very well.
It really is. I don't know why more people don't do this. I guess they just don't have the skill set of Jacques.
Is it the peanut butter time, or?
I think it is. Is it the peanut butter time, Jacques?
Yeah.
Yes, okay. Let's open it up. Oh. I think he has an itchy foot right now. That's a very common problem in the cooking industry, I've heard. At least that's what Jacques says. Okay. It's peanut butter time.
Let's see the peanut butter.
So he's opening it up. Look at that. Look at the spin on that. The torque in his wrist. You just don't see that in many people these days. All they do is play video games all day. And, the fingers are very strong, but the wrists are very weak and fragile. But with Jacques here, that just simply isn't the case. You see, he's stirring the peanut butter with precision. And, I can't help but admire him for that. It just really, truly is impressive.
And he tastes us the peanut butter, too, to make sure it's absolutely perfect.
Of course.
He seems to be spreading the peanut butter very well, too. It's very even.
Yes, I'd say that as well. I'd say that I think he's employing a different technique here. You don't see this one very often either. This one, I think, is his original technique. I don't think you can find this in any other chef in the entire world. Yeah, he just look at the skill. The skill required for that is just tremendous. I could never do that. Alright, I think he's got all the peanut butter
Oh.
he needs. And voila, the sandwich is finished. Congratulations, Jacques. He's just simply the best chef in the entire planet. Do you want to try it? You want to give it a try?
If you had a podcast, what would it be about?
Well, I do have a podcast actually.
Oh, really? What's it about?
It's called The Art of Oil Rigs, Drills, and Everything in Between. I host it with Walter McAdoo, one of my favourite people.
So have you been on an oil rig?
No, it's one of my dreams to go on one. I just love the aesthetic of it all.
Who inspires you the most?
Neville Chamberlain.
If you weren't an actor, what would you be?
Well, my father always said that I could be a great tumbleball player, so I'd probably be doing that. They don't get paid very much, but everyone knows they get all the ladies.
You wouldn't work on an oil rig?
Well, I just like to admire things like that from a distance, you know?
What's your favorite book?
The Catcher in the Rye.
Classic. Favorite band?
Coldplay, of course. So, this is my bedroom. It's where the magic happens, as they say.
Is magic a hobby of yours?
Well, I'd say it sort of comes in phases. Sometimes I'm just really into it, and sometimes I just don't really want to do it at all.
Can you do a magic trick?
I can't really do stuff like that on command. It sort of comes to me in a time of need. I'd say I'm like 11 from Stranger Things. Have you watched that show?
Yeah, great show.
Yeah.
So do you have to be in a certain place to summon this magic?
Well, I'd say no. I don't have to be in a certain place, but I'd say in the Toblerone room is where I feel most powerful. That's when it usually comes to me, which really makes me think that maybe the Toblerones are what's giving me my powers. But, you know, it can really happen anywhere. One time I was at the dentist, this is really unfortunate, and, you know, the magic just came to me and I couldn't control it. And, yeah, now I can't go back there again, so it's kind of a bummer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
If your life was a movie, what would it be called?
Coming to America.
I'm pretty sure there's already a movie called Coming to America.
Well, mine would be better and more successful, so.
Okay, what's a country you'd like to visit?
I'd quite fancy a trip to Luxembourg.
What is your favorite vacation destination?
Well, I took a trip down to Rio de Janeiro. That's where I got this tarantula robe. It's a beautiful city, really.
Very true. What's one thing that you can't live without?
Probably my chef, Jacques LeJacque.
You have the title of Sir, right?
That's correct.
How did that happen?
Well, it's a funny story, actually. I was working at a car wash in London, barely making enough to pay my rent. And one day, this fancy car pulls up, and inside the car was the Queen of England. So I was like freaking out as I washed the car. I was like, blimey, this is the bloody Queen of England. And I couldn't wait to tell my mates. But after I was done, the Queen, she went to the loo, and on the way, she dropped her wallet, although I didn't see the wallet at the time. So the Queen, she drove off, and I found her wallet, and I was like, I didn't really know what to do. So I drove to Buckingham Palace, and I explained to the guards that I had found her lost wallet. Apparently, they'd known about it because, you know, the Queen had been going bonkers all around about it, because there was priceless documents and money in there, so I returned it, and she was very thankful to me. She said I'd done a great service to the country, and she knighted me right there, then and there. And then we had some really stunning tea afterwards. It was quite splendid.
Wow, that's true?
Of course.
Wow.
So this is the back porch. I love to have lunch out here and entertain guests too. It gets a tad hot sometimes though.
Who's the most famous person you think you've entertained out here?
Probably Rochelle Twillman.
Who's Rochelle Twillman?
How do you not know who Rochelle Twillman is? He's the most famous tumbleball player of all time.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Okay, follow me. This is my backyard.
It's a lovely pool. So blue.
Quite lovely, isn't it?
What was that?
Nothing. You want to take a tip?
No, thank you.
Come on. It's very lovely. Come on, let's take a tip. Come on.
I wouldn't.
Come on. Come on.
You know, I really don't want to go in the pool right now.
Okay, fine. You don't have to. Okay, we can go back.
I've heard you have a reputation for being quite the jokester on set. Is that true?
Yeah, I guess.
Do you like pranks?
To an extent, yes.
What's the biggest prank you've ever pulled?
Probably this interview, if I'm being honest.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm not actually Sir Cassius Adam Lufton. He's my neighbor.
What?
Yeah, I think you got the wrong address.
So you mean I've just gone through the worst interview of all time, and it wasn't even with the right person?
Yeah, pretty much.
What the heck is wrong with you? Why didn't you just tell me wrong house like a normal person?
Well, I don't know. Why didn't you research Sir Cassius Adam Lufton before coming here? I mean, I don't even think he's really British.
Why? Why did you waste my time? Why did you waste your time?
Well, I mean, it's not really a waste of my time. I just kind of went with the flow, you know? I figured this interview is going to get a lot of people watching. So, and I'm an up-and-coming actor, so I wanted the exposure. So, you know, if there's any casting agents out there who want someone who can do a really good British accent, my name